For some strange reason, it seems to be the holy grail in the construction industry, like finding a unicorn in the forest, or that band that you found before any of your friends. If someone's found a good quality contractor that's exceeded their expectations, they'll positively gush about it. They'll feel so lucky and cared for, they'll seemingly tell the world. But why is that the case? Shouldn't that feeling be the rule and not the exception? In an industry where entire TV shows have been built on fixing other contractors' mistakes and making it right, it may seem like an uphill battle. So this video can be looked at from two different angles. Maybe you're a client trying to find a builder, or maybe you're a builder trying to get insight on what clients are actually looking for. Either way, these are 3 things to look for in a quality contractor or builder. Number 3, worker loyalty. Let me give you a little insight into the labor side of the construction industry. Workers, particularly in carpentry, are historically fickle when it comes to loyalty. Often workers will move companies for a $1 an hour raise. If word gets out a certain company is paying more, let the exodus begin. So the flip side of that is when clients are interviewing builders, one of the key hallmarks of a quality builder and business owner is that they can maintain a workforce of loyal workers. In a labor market with a skilled worker deficit, workers can get a job almost anywhere or whenever they want. So when workers stay with the same company for years, we can assume they pay their workers a competitive wage. They aren't antagonistic or overbearing. Workers nowadays don't put up with that. They have consistent work that's interesting or challenging enough, and the workers feel invested in and feel some responsibility for the reputation of the company. These are all signs of a builder contractor that is established and has at the very least a good to average reputation. Builders with a poor reputation don't usually stay around for years in one place. The trade-off for the company is that maintaining continuity of workers will maximize their efficiency, workers get used to one another and work well together. It'll allow workers to gain experience. More experience and expertise means a higher level and more complex work can be acquired. And it'll carry your company culture. High levels of quality and professionalism are expected. Number 2, organization/professionalism. There was once a new roofing company in my city that was created by 2 former members of a well-established roofing company. They knew the general reputation of roofers in our town, less than clean, less than upstanding citizens. And when workers showed up on their job sites in clean, collared, company logoed shirts, boy, that sure made a splash in our community. Now, did it mean that the workers were any better or more skilled than the other competition? No, but it sure gave the impression that they were, and that they cared how they were perceived. It's no secret that in almost every industry, professionalism and organization are markers of a well-run business. And construction industry is no different. Professionalism in communication, organized processes, detailed financial documentation, scheduling documents, all of these are indications of a well-run construction company. Now, it bears mentioning that many builders gain the vast majority of their experience on the tools and are business owners by default, or they want the autonomy, they want the paychecks, etc. Many despise the office and administrative work and the administrative side of running a contracting business, and thus their organization and professionalism is terrible. These builders can still somehow be great at what they do. The inverse can also be true. The most organized and professional, customer-oriented contracting company can have poor workers that produce a poor result. But both of these are exceptions to the rule. The poorly organized builder will suffer because they will not reach the echelon and the clientele they're hoping for, because that level of clientele understands the pitfalls of getting into business with someone disorganized and with poor professionalism. The professional seeming operation may last a little longer, but the proof is always in the pudding, and poor work results in a poor reputation. This scenario is really quite rare. Overall, a company with high levels of detail in all areas mentioned above will outperform the rest simply because of the foresight and processes required to prepare detailed construction documents will rescue their projects from common administrative pitfalls at the very least. Number 1, good past client relationships. If you're evaluating builders, this is one I would pay very close attention to. Try to get the addresses of some of their previous projects so that you can go and look at their work. If they won't take you to see any of their previous work, it's time to get out of there. If they will, but they seem hesitant to only show you some of the projects in their portfolio, there's likely a reason. There's no shame in digging a little deeper and asking why you can't see a certain project. It may be an innocuous reason, or it may be something more serious. Building a house or doing a major renovation is a major investment, and getting the right builder is worth doing a lot of due diligence on. If the builder takes you to see some past clients, this is your chance to get a sense of what working with the builder is actually like. These are 5 questions that I would not leave without asking, no matter what kind of awkward silence follows. And you may have to suffer through some. Number 1, were there any conflicts on the project you can tell me about? How did they get resolved? You can tell by their eyes if there's something they don't want to mention. Number 2, how did the builder's estimate hold up to the final budget? Don't ask, how was the final budget? Because they'll say, oh, went over or something. But say, how did the builder's estimate hold up to the final budget? Number 3, how did the builder's schedule hold up to the as-built schedule? If there are any discrepancies, maybe ask why. Oh, how come it went over schedule? Sometimes the client will say, well, we didn't make our decisions in a very timely manner. Or, well, there was a delay in shipping some of the doors or something like that. And maybe there's a very innocuous reason for that, but it's worth asking. Number 4, how would you describe the level of communication from the builder and their team? This question will really gain insight into what it's like actually working day to day with the team. If you get a blank look or a less than desirable response, you kind of know what you're getting. Number 5, the magic question. Would you work with this builder again? Try to look at their face when they respond. If they say, yeah, then you get a little bit of information out of that. If they say, absolutely, I would love to build something again with them. They were great. It was a great experience. Then maybe you've found your unicorn. If you found this video helpful or you think it might help you in the future, then help me out and like and subscribe. And if you do, all your wildest dreams will come true. I promise. And if you do, I'll fix the dent I put in your car 2 weeks ago. And if you do, I'll help pay for the removal of that lower back tattoo. And if you do, my friend Ryan Reynolds will sing you to sleep. And if you do, you can single-handedly solve world hunger. Thanks for watching.